Welcome to our deep dive into the hidden algorithms and practices that shape your social media experience. You might think you know what's happening behind the scenes, but the reality is far more complex and, at times, unsettling. We're going to pull back the curtain on the intricate world of social media algorithms, exploring how they control what you see, how they influence your thoughts and emotions, and the potential consequences for individuals and society as a whole. Get ready to have your mind blown because today, we're venturing down the rabbit hole of social media manipulation. Ever wondered how random videos end up in your feed? Or why you mostly see posts from the same few friends? That's algorithm manipulation in action. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok use complex algorithms to decide what appears in your feed. These algorithms aim to keep you engaged for as long as possible. The longer you scroll, the more ads you see, and the more money they make. But they don't prioritize content that's good for your mental well-being. They prioritize content that triggers emotions and keeps you clicking. Think about it. A dramatic video is more engaging than a complex news article. These algorithms exploit our tendencies for novelty and conflict. The more time we spend, the more data they collect about us. This data refines the algorithms, trapping us in echo chambers. It's like being stuck in a digital hall of mirrors, reinforcing our beliefs and fears. Remember that time you got into a heated debate with someone online about politics, only to realize that you both were just talking past each other, stuck in your own echo chambers? Welcome to the bubble effect. Social media algorithms, in their quest to keep us engaged, create these digital echo chambers, sometimes called filter bubbles, where we're primarily exposed to information and opinions that align with our existing views. It's like being stuck in a room with a bunch of people who already agree with you. It might feel comfortable at first, but over time it can lead to a distorted perception of reality. Think about it. If you only see news and information that confirms your existing beliefs, it's easy to start thinking that everyone else agrees with you too. And when you do encounter opposing viewpoints, it can feel like a personal attack, reinforcing the idea that the other side is wrong, misinformed, or even dangerous. This polarization is amplified by the fact that social media platforms are designed to spread information quickly and efficiently. A single post, whether it's true or not, can go viral in a matter of hours, reaching millions of people worldwide. And because these platforms prioritize engagement, sensationalized or emotionally charged content is more likely to be shared and amplified, even if it's based on misinformation or outright lies. The bubble effect doesn't just impact our individual perceptions, it has profound consequences for society as a whole. It contributes to political polarization, erodes trust in traditional media and institutions, and makes it increasingly difficult to have constructive conversations across ideological divides. Ever get that creepy feeling that your phone is listening to you because you see an ad for something you just talked about? Social media companies collect a sheer amount of data about us. And I mean everything. Every like, share, comment, even how long you pause on a post, it's all tracked and analyzed. This profile includes your interests, hobbies, political leanings, shopping habits, and even your emotional state. This data is incredibly valuable to advertisers, who can target you with laser-like precision. But the implications go far beyond just targeted advertising. It raises concerns about consent and control. Chapter 4. Dark Advertising, the Invisible Hand of Manipulation. We've all seen targeted ads, those eerily specific promotions that seem to know exactly what we're thinking or needing at any given moment. But what about the ads we see? Welcome to the shadowy world of dark advertising. Dark ads are highly personalized political or commercial messages that are only visible to a specific target audience, often chosen based on their demographics, interests, or even their psychological profiles. These ads are designed to be invisible to anyone outside the target group, making them incredibly difficult to track or regulate. Imagine this. You're scrolling through your feed, and you see a post from a friend about a local election. But what you don't know is that your friend, based on their data profile, is being shown a completely different version of that post, one that contains misleading information or negative campaigning tactics designed to sway their vote. This is just one example of how dark advertising can be used to manipulate public opinion and influence elections. And because these ads are so targeted and often disappear without a trace, it's almost impossible to know the full extent of their impact. Dark advertising raises serious ethical and democratic concerns. It allows entities with enough money and data to target individuals with personalized propaganda, often without their knowledge or consent. It undermines transparency and accountability in advertising and makes it incredibly difficult to combat the spread of misinformation. Chapter 5. Social media's impact on mental health, the dopamine dilemma. Let's be honest, we've all experienced that little rush of excitement when we get a notification on our phone, especially if it's a like, a comment, or a new follower. That's not a coincidence, it's by design. Social media platforms are carefully engineered to be addictive, tapping into our brain's reward system by releasing dopamine, a feel-good chemical, every time we receive positive social feedback. This creates a powerful feedback loop. We post something, we get likes and comments, our brain rewards us with dopamine, and we crave more. It's the same basic principle behind gambling addiction or video game addiction, only in this case, the reward is social validation. While the occasional dopamine hit might seem harmless, the constant barrage of notifications, likes, and comments can have a detrimental effect on our mental health, especially for young people whose brains are still developing. Studies have shown a strong correlation between excessive social media use and increased rates of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and body image issues. The carefully curated highlight reels we see on social media create unrealistic expectations and a distorted sense of reality. We start comparing our behind-the-scenes lives to everyone else's highlight reels, leading to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and low self-esteem. Chapter 6. Shadow profiles and facial recognition, the invisible eyes watching you. Ever wonder how social media platforms seem to know so much about you, even if you're careful about your privacy settings? It's time to talk about shadow profiles. A shadow profile is essentially a digital doppelganger, a detailed profile that social media companies create about you using data collected from various sources, including your friends, family, and even publicly available information. Think about it. Even if you never explicitly provide your phone number or email address to a social media platform, they can still obtain that information from your friends' contact lists if those friends have granted the platform access. These shadow profiles can contain a wealth of information about you, including your location, your relationships, your work history, and even your political affiliations. And here's the kicker. You might not even know that this shadow profile exists, let alone have any control over the information it contains. To make matters even more unsettling, many social media companies are now using facial recognition technology to identify and tag users in photos and videos, often without their consent. Imagine uploading a group photo from a party, only to have everyone in the photo automatically tagged and identified, even if they don't have an account on that platform. This technology raises serious privacy concerns as it allows social media companies to track your movements, identify you in public spaces, and even potentially share this information with third parties. Chapter 7. Fake followers, bots, and paid engagement. The illusion of popularity. In the world of social media, where popularity often translates to influence and income, it's no surprise that some individuals and brands resort to artificial means to inflate their numbers. Welcome to the dark side of social media, where fake followers, bots, and paid engagement reign supreme. A whole underground economy exists where you can buy followers, likes, comments, and even shares, all designed to create the illusion of popularity and credibility. Want to look like an influencer with thousands of adoring fans? No problem, just buy a few thousand fake followers from a shady online service. Need to boost engagement on your latest post? Easy, just purchase some bot comments and likes to make it seem like your content is going viral. This practice is rampant across social media, from aspiring influencers to established celebrities, from small businesses to major corporations. And it's incredibly difficult to detect. These fake accounts and bots are becoming increasingly sophisticated, mimicking human behavior and interactions to avoid detection by social media platforms. This creates a vicious cycle. As more people buy fake engagement, it becomes harder to discern genuine popularity from manufactured hype. This undermines the authenticity of social media, making it difficult to know who to trust or what to believe. Outro: stay informed, stay critical, stay safe. So there you have it, a glimpse into the often hidden world of social media algorithms and manipulation. It's a complex and constantly evolving landscape, but by understanding the forces at play, we can make more informed choices about how we use these platforms. Remember, knowledge is power. The more aware we are of the tactics used to manipulate our attention, emotions, and behavior, the better equipped we are to resist them. Thanks for watching. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the digital world. Stay informed and stay safe online.